Just hello, I'm Derek Diane Johnson. Derek's master name, Diane's feminine name. Today's video, I decided to look up Stalinism on Twitter and just go through some of the dumb shit just for fun and giggles. Okay, this first one, some dude upset that they were taking down a statue reacting to a Mark Stein? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Steyn tweet. And here's saying, "He who controls the past controls the future. Stalinism, socialism kills statues, history, Columbus with an American flag." First off, Stalin was not a socialist. He was barely even a communist. Communism means basically no classes, everyone is equal, everyone gets, equal redistribution of things. Everyone gets a house, everyone gets food, everyone gets a car, etc., that kind of stuff. At least from my understanding, I'm in no way political expert on communism or anything. Socialism, while it does have similarities to communism, yes, is not the same thing. First of all, it's not everyone's equal. There can be people who have more or less in socialist societies and countries. But people, again, there's usually a cap on. Again, your wealth is redistributed to help social programs and to help the people. Socialism is basically just basically a quick guide I thought of to help out is socialism is using taxes wisely for the things they're supposed to go to. Communism is everyone gets the same level of income tax come back, if that makes any sense. Then we go into statues. Dude, these statues being taken down will not somehow cause people to forget history, then magically go. Columbus was basically a fucking inept murderer, right? Like, the dude just stumbled into finding America, claimed he was a genius who discovered it, and he fucking raped and killed a bunch of innocent native. And yeah, a lot of people were doing it at the same time. He was just the one who was well known, so he got all the heat. But, you can't claim that it'd be bad to go back to Civil War era, then praise a guy who did basically what they did, except a bunch worse. And before any of you try to defend Columbus here, he has no significance to history. My guess is this was a Columbus statue, and here's the thing, you can remember history without praising it. Putting these people in history books with what they did is more than enough. You don't need statues. If you're gonna pull this card, why not have statues for Ted Bundy or Adolf Hitler? And yes, I know there are statues for Adolf Hitler. Fuck any Adolf Hitler statues, okay? Next one is from a Frank Worley PR. Basically, it was, if Trump loses, the left will not only go after him to destroy his legacy, but they will come after you for having supported him. Vote like your life, truth, your life and freedom depend on it. Because they might. Trump 2020. Truth and reconciliation. Hashtag Stalinism. This tweet has not aged well, not at all. Dude, what legacy? The one where he fucking tortured immigrant women and children? The one where he used the army on innocent protesters using rioting as an excuse? The one where he literally started a cult and then encouraged them to do a terrorist attack? Here's the thing, we go after you guys because you're a fucking racist, xenophobic, sexist, misogynistic death cult. You don't want people calling you bad things. Don't be bad things. That's fucking obvious. Okay, here's another one about the arrest of Jimmy Lai and talking about Xi Jinping's remorseless march towards Stalinism. And what do you think is happening to the Uyghurs out of sight in Xinjiang? Okay, I know I probably botched the pronunciation of Uyghurs. Actually, here's the thing. We actually do kind of know what's going on, and I do have another video about that plan, because it's fucking horrifying. But, basically, the short version is, the short version, without getting into any specifics, is it's absolutely horrible and a complete violation of basic human rights and treatment. I mean, here's the thing. It's basically already Stalin. While it may not be called Stalinism, what's happening in China is basically a form of Stalinism, in my opinion. If you want me to go into more specifics, basically because it's pretending to be communism but only favoring the ones in power, and using, communism as basically a reason to mistreat and even torture and kill people. Okay, this one's reply to somebody else. This person saying, we need to have criminal penalties for news stations that are basically broadcasting fake political information to audiences incapable of thinking independently, and I actually agree. Here's the thing, we saw in the fucking Trump insurrection that, the voter, this continuous myth being perpetrated of voter fraud and Trump had won, is literally can lead to fucking terrorist attacks. But then this guy said, great, love the idea of Stalinism. Let's have gulags, secret tribunals, and KGB. Heaven forbid that anyone disagrees with illiberal totalitarian viewpoints. Why not starve those that think independently and refuse to accept #? That's not what he's saying. He's saying your fucking propaganda lying sites should be punished for being propaganda lying sites. It's not an attack on you. You're just an idiot that refuses to accept something that doesn't tell you your opinion. You know what, let's do one more. I want to see if I can find a Stalin simp. Couldn't find a Stalin simp, unfortunately, but I got one more here. One more guy not really understanding Stalin or how he actually got into power or the tactics he used to get there, and just using Stalin as an argument to get his way. We need to stop the #COVID, #Stalinism that is imprisoning us in our homes and destroying our economy. Open America now, with a little meme here. It's time to reopen America. mate, for starters, the lockdown is not comparable to Stalinism or what Stalin did. It's not even fucking close. You see, Stalin systematically killed, tortured, and starved people for sometimes basically no reason. And yeah, a lot of the time it was because they were his political opponents. Which, you know, we condemn it. But no. Literally, all that's happening is they're just closing down the country because it's not safe right now. Here's the thing, every time we do reopen, we have a spike in cases and we have to go back under lockdown. Look, I don't like lockdown myself. And I haven't been this perfect good boy that's never gone out when I had the chance. Obviously. But, here's the thing. That still doesn't change the fact that COVID is a legitimate threat, and locking down is one of the few ways we have to keep ourselves safe. Here's the thing. How Stalin got into power and all the intricacies there, that's a bit, you know, too long and complicated for this video. But, yeah, and here's the thing, the destroying the economy thing. The economy will be in even more trouble if, you know, we're all dead. Fucking dumbass.